With the 16th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select
Tall boy, baby.
Hey, it's DeShaun Tate, 92.9 The Game basketball correspondent, college and professional, here at the Eastern for the 2022 Atlanta Hawks official draft party. And we're going to get a little bit of a conversation going with some diehard Atlanta Hawks fans and see what they think about it. I think we got some diehard fans coming up right now. We're going to take a look and see what they think on what's inside their minds in terms of what the Hawks need. Die-hard Hawks fans, unless you're just wearing that because it looks cool. Talk to me. What do they do tonight? What is the biggest need? What is the biggest requirement for this team?
I don't know, man. We got to just hold on tight and keep pushing forward.
Hold on tight and keep pushing.
Most definitely.
Going for a big, a guard, what we need?
I want to say go for a big, but
okay.
I want to keep John Collins.
You want to keep John Collins. That's
Make sure we do what we got to do to keep JC, man. I'm a diehard fan.
Yeah.
Diehard JC fan.
Okay, autograph and all that.
Everything. I'm a full seat man, so anything we can do to keep JC,
Respect it. John Collins, been on the trading block quite a bit. That's been the conversation as of late. Let's get one more. What we got? Die-hard Hawks fans, what we need? We need guards, we need bigs, we need experience. What do we need? We need a dog? Because you look like you about to throw that word out there right now.
Man, we need a secondary scorer to go with Trey, man.
Yeah.
Secondary scorer, man, him and Trey. I've been seeing DeShaun Tate.
Do you think it'll work? Do you think it'll fit?
It will fit. Perfect.
You think so? Let's take a look on the inside here at the Eastern, and let's see what things look like in there.
All right, hi, Mike Conti, DeShaun Tate, Andy Bunker, and we are at the Hawks draft night party at the Eastern, where in a little bit we're going to find out what their Hawks are going to do in the 2022 NBA draft. It should be a really exciting night.
Really looking forward to seeing, what the Hawks are going to do. What are all the needs? There's been so much talk about John Collins. Is tonight going to be the night that he gets traded? I would imagine so. Got a really good feeling the consensus of people would agree with me. But for whom and what kind of pick do the Hawks make in the event that they don't make their move?
Plus, it's just going to be so much fun to see all these kids realize their dream. It's going to be 60 kids tonight that get to be professional basketball players when they wake up in the morning. And, not everybody gets to do that. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see them realize that goal.
Here comes the commissioner,
With the 16th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select AJ Griffin from Duke University.
This is the number I love, Tate. In ACC games last year, AJ Griffin shot 49% from three, 46 of 94. That will be very useful, regardless of how much he plays for the Atlanta Hawks this year.
Sure thing. I think, when you start looking at pure shooters, we can sit up here and look at all the little highlights that they're going to put up this guy. A great shooter, okay? Good ideal size on him. He's got this calm about him. And it's not one that works against him. He has that about him in terms of just who he is as a person. This is really funny. I'm glad that we are actually talking about this. Both guys actually came from Duke. That was one of the things that concerned me about Cam Reddish, was that he brought his personality to the floor and it showed in his game, and it didn't work for him.
Sure.
This guy can do the same thing, but it works for him. When he starts getting out of, under pressure and things start getting a little erratic and he starts going faster than he needs to, it doesn't necessarily work as well. He plays well within himself and not many people speed him up.
To that point, Griffin played 39 games last year and had only 25 turnovers in those 39.
You love it. It's also just kind of an interesting coincidence. The third time in 4 years they've taken a wing from Duke.
That's right.
Just taking Duke shooters. Right. Jalen Johnson last year, obviously, AJ Griffin here, and Cam Reddish, who we've talked a lot about. He's a 3-and-D guy, which is exactly what the Hawks need.
That is.
He, like you said, darn near a 50% three-point shooter. He has a commitment on the defensive end. He's 6'6", so he's a longer guy on the wing. Like, it's what they need. Now, how much he's going to play next year, who knows, as far as being a rookie and developing and all that stuff. But he fits the need of what the Hawks, and best player available as well, but also a need for the Hawks at this draft selection.
I think you said it the best. They got exactly the type of player that they need. Now, I had the opportunity to see him quite a few times live.
Yeah, you went and saw him play in person.
Yeah, multiple times. When I saw him, you go back and look at what he did in the game against North Carolina at North Carolina. It was like throwing a rock in the ocean from the boat. I mean, he just couldn't. There was no way he was missing it. He could have done it with his eyes closed. The concerning part for me is that this year coming into college basketball, he's coming off of an injury, leg injury, something that doesn't bode very well, and the lateral movement appeared to be a bit slow. As you continue to go, nutritionist, and continue to just keep on working on your game, fine-tuning it, practicing, your leg is gonna be perfectly fine after you're running around in practice after Trae Young and some of these guys after so many times. So I think that it's gonna work out well for him, and I think that he's gonna bring something. Just the best way I can put it is different. I like silent killer in his game.
That's a compliment, I think. And look, you can never have enough wings on an NBA team, right? And we even saw that as the Hawks went through COVID hell last year, and then all the injuries at the midpoint of the season. You can never have enough wins. So this is a useful pick by the Atlanta Hawks. A.J. Griffin, the newest member of the Atlanta Hawks, taken 16th overall.
Back here at the Eastern in Southeast Atlanta. Of course, I got to ask my guy Mike Conti his overall thoughts on what the Atlanta Hawks did here on tonight.
Oh, underwhelming in the sense that they didn't make a big trade, but I think the player they drafted, A.J. Griffin's a really solid player who can help this team. I don't think he's going to College Park. I think he's going to be with the NBA team. So maybe not quite what we expected when we came into the night, but still a good night in general.
So that's going to put a cap on the evening here at the Eastern in Southeast Atlanta at the 2022 Atlanta Hawks official draft party. Can't wait to see you guys next year where we can do it all again. Special thanks to 92.9 The Game Sports Talk Radio, the #1 sports talk radio station here in all of Atlanta. And don't forget to go and follow along as well on all social media platforms at Tate's Take Hoops. That's TATESTAKEHOOPS. And don't forget where basketball lives. See you guys next year at the 2023 Atlanta Hawks draft party.
The Tall Boy Experience.
Oh, yeah.